Okay, hello everyone. Hi. Good evening to all. I welcome you all to the platform of Sri Chaitanya. As you people know that we have started this particular session on the score examination that we are going to provide you. Okay, so in that particular instant only we are going to move forward with few of the questions that can or may be asked, this type of question that can be asked or may be asked in your examination of the score. Okay, so this is going to be for the grade 9 physics previous year question paper. There will be little bit of questions that we are going to have an understanding of. Okay, and we will be trying to solve that particular questions, everyone. Fine. Now, so if it is so, let us start with this session and let us try to understand ki if this types of question or this kinds of question that may ask you in your score examination, how you are going to solve them. Okay, let us start with our first question, people, which is going to be this. Very simple question, very oriented question. Nothing is going to be very difficult into this. Just read the question very carefully and you will be able to solve it. What do you think about it? Okay, so very basic question. This type of question may ask you in your score examination, everyone. See, for this what you have to do is, let us talk about this particular question. Let us say कि we have a ground. Let us say that we are having a ground. Okay. In this particular ground, it is said that two bodies of different masses, that is MA and MB, are dropped from two different heights. Fine, no problem. Okay, let us say there are two different bodies. One of the body is, let us say there are two different bodies. One of the body is this. Okay, having the body this body is A, having the mass MA. Okay, and the different body, that is D. This is B, having the mass MB. Simple. Now in this particular condition, as the question is said that they are dropped from two different heights. So let us say the distance between the ground and the body is X for A and Y for the B. Y for the B. Fine, no problem. What we have to find? We have to find out different heights, that is A and B. Okay, so we have heights A and B. I'm extremely sorry for this. And let us say you can put X and Y also. There is no any problem with that. Okay. Then A and Y. Fine. The ratio of the time taken by the two bodies to drop through their distance, what is the time that has been taken? So we have to find out that. Fine. So we know one formula and we will going according to that. As we know the second equation of motion, that is S equals to solution for this solution for this particular question, everyone. As we all know that the S is equals to UT plus half GT, everyone. Why GT? Because we know that in this particular case the acceleration due to gravity is also working. So this is G. Okay, that is GT, everyone. GT. Now as we can say, both the bodies are moving downwards only. Both the bodies are moving downward itself. So it is the same direction as the acceleration due to gravity. So we will be taking the value of G in both the cases positive. Fine. Now if I say for body A, everyone, for body A, what we can write for body A? We can say that S is equals to UT plus, for body A, everyone, for body A, the distance is A, U is equals to half GT square. Fine. Let us say the time has taken for the body A, capital A, that is T1. For body B, it is T2. Let us say this. Fine. In this particular case, we know in this particular condition the value of U is going to be 0. So that is why this is going to be 0. The value of A will be equals to half G T1 square. That is the first equation. Fine. Let us talk about the for body 2. For body B, everyone. For body B, S equals to UT plus half it square. So B will be equals to UT plus half GT square, people. In this particular case, it is going to be 0. So B will be equals to half G2 square. Fine. Now we have got two equations over here. What we have to find out over here is we have to find out the ratios of the time. Fine, no problem. Let us talk about this. So in this particular case, the displacement are there, we have to find out the time. So for the first equation, what we can write? For first equation, we can write like this. For the first equation, if we want to find out the value of T1, we can say T1 square can be written as 2A by G. 2A by G. Similarly, if we want to write about the T2 square, we can write 2B by G. Fine. We have to find out the ratios. So T1 square divided by T2 square will be equals to what we can write? We can write 2A by G whole division 2B by G. As we can see from the mathematics over here, this 2 and this 2 is cancelled out. This G in this G is cancelled out. What we are getting? We are getting T1 square by T2 square will be equals to A by B. We have to find out the ratios of this. So T1 by T2 can be written as under root of A by B. Or either this you can represent like this, or you can say T1 is to T2 can be written as, you can say T1 is to T2 can be written as root A is to root B. That will be your answer, people. Okay, this will be your answer. I hope this much is clear to you and you have understood this much. So the answer for this following question will be A. Okay, that root A is to root B is the correct answer for this following question. Fine. Chalo. Let us move to the next question then. Here we go. Yes, please let me know your answers for this. What do you think about this? Yes, people, what do you think about the solution for this particular question? What do you think? Let us see this particular question and let us understand what we are going to do in this. Okay, so as you can see over here, what we have to find out is, if you go with the question, people, we can see there are a few things that we will be seeing over here. Solution for this. What are the given thing to us? There is a balloon of mass. So mass of the balloon is given to us, that is 1000 kg. Fine, no problem. Okay, moving next. Is floating at some height. Okay, we don't know the height. Fine. If 100 kg mass is released, so if we are releasing 100 kg mass, that means what will be the net mass for this? So net mass for this will be 1000 minus 100 will be equals to how much? Will be equals to 900. 900 kg is the net mass on that particular balloon. Fine. Then the acceleration of the balloon is what? See, the understanding of this particular question will be like this way. Okay, we know that the F, that is the force, everyone. Force is equals to mass into acceleration. This is what we know. So we have the value of m net, that is 900, and we have to find out the acceleration. We are totally interested in finding out the force. If anyhow we can find out the force, then we can find out the acceleration also. Getting it? So when we want to find out that particular force, everyone, what we can do over here is, what are the things that we can do is, okay, mass net is 900 kgs. Fine. Let us talk about that particular force, how we are going to find out that particular force. Now see everyone, it is very pretty simple. We don't have to bother anything. Since we have got the value of m net, so when we talk about the force, we can write weight as force also. Why? Because the SI unit of weight is Newton and it is m into g. So weight will be written as m. What m? M net, entire net, multiplication of acceleration due to gravity, that is given to us, that is 10. That means the answer is coming out to be 9,000. Simple, 9,000 Newton. That is the value of net balloon weight. What is the net balloon weight is? What we are having the actual one. So the mass of the balloon that we are having, or you can say it is the net weight after releasing. The weight of the balloon that we were having, okay, that is mass of the balloon multiplication of acceleration due to gravity, that is with 340 Newton. If you try to find out the net weight, which will be considered as the net force which the body is having, that is the 10,000 minus 9,000, we are getting, that is 1,000, everyone. 1,000 kg is there. 1,000 Newton is there. Fine. So from giving that formula, that is F net will be equals to mass of the body, that is the net mass, multiplication of the acceleration due to gravity, that is this. Acceleration, everyone, that is g. Fine. If it is so, the F net value that we have found out, that is 1,000. That is 1,000, simple words, will be equals to the mass of that we are getting. What will be the value of mass that we are getting? The net mass that we are getting is 900. Multiplication of the acceleration. Acceleration will be equals to 1,000 divided by 900. This and this is cancelled out. That is 10 by 9. So if I solve this down, everyone, acceleration will be coming out to be 10 divided by 9, it is coming out to be 1.111, and it will be going on. That is meter per second square. Now we have got the value of acceleration, everyone, that is 1.11. So this is 10 is not going to be the answer. This is not going to be answer. Either it will be upwards or downwards. What do you think? The acceleration will be upwards or downwards? What do you think? What will be the answer? The upward or downwards? Upwards or downwards. So basically, if you try to understand over here, the balloon will be having 900 kgs. Okay, so it is releasing 100 kg, so it will be lifting up. Okay, so acceleration will be going with the upwards, everyone. 1.1 meter per second square upwards. Upwards. That is answer. Fine. I hope this much is clear to you and you have understood this much. I hope this much is clear to you and you have understood this much, people. Fine. Let us move forward with this. Okay, let us move forward. Let us move to the next question, which is this. What do you think about this, people? What do you think about this? Consider two spherical planets of same average density. Planet 2 is 8 times as massive as planet 1. The ratio of the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the second planet to that of first is. Yes, what do you think about this? Please let me know your answers for this. Yes, what we can write over here? How to solve this thing? How to solve this thing? Let us solve this, everyone. Okay? Let us solve this thing. So solution for this is, it is pretty simple. It is given as there are two planets M1, two planets 1 and 2. Okay, so both are having their mass, massive planet. So let us say that the M1 planet 2 is 8 times as massive as planet 1. Okay, so we can say that M2 is going to 8 times of M1. Simple words. And it has been also said that having the average density. So we all know that the density is equals to mass per unit volume. Getting my point? So we are getting the, so average density is there. So density, mass is given to us. So we can write density multiplication of volume. Okay, so it is a sphere, everyone. If it is a sphere, what we can write? 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube multiplication of density, everyone. Whose density? Density of the mass, density of the R2, density of 2 will be equals to 8 times multiplication of 4 by 3 pi r cube pi r cube of what? Cube of 1. Cube of 1. That is for the density of what? The density of 1. Now, this is the entire equation of the volume equation of this sphere that we can write over here. Okay, that we can write over here. If it is so, since we have got an understanding that the average densities are going to be same, that means we can say the density of the 2 will be equals to density of the 1. In that case, this thing is cancelled out. What we can write over there? That is 4 by 3 pi r 2 cube, because we are talking about the second mass, will be equals to 8 times of this, and 8 times 8 multiplication 4 by 3 pi r1 cube. That we can write it down from here. Moving next, everyone, what else we can write it over here is, that if you try to focus on this simple maths, you will be getting an understanding, that this pi by 4, the 4 by 3, pi and pi are cancelled out. What else we can write? We can say that the R2 cube by R1 cube will be equals to 8 by 1, let us suppose. 8 by 1 only. Okay, 8 by 1. If it is so, if you're doing it, we can say R2 by R1 will be equals to cube root of 8 by 1. So we are getting what? We are getting R2 by R1 will be equals to, that is 2 by 1. Or we can say the radius of the body 2, planet 2, is twice the radius of the planet 1. That is the relation that we can find it out. Fine. What else we can find? We have to find out the acceleration due to gravity, everyone. If it is so, we know we know the relation, everyone. What we know, that the acceleration due to gravity is equals to g, that is going to be constant, bigger mass divided by distance between them, distance between the planet and the body square. This is what we can know. This is what we know. If it is so, people, if it is so, we have to find out that with respect to, we have to find out the surface of the second planet with the respect of 2. So we can say G2 by G1. We can write that is G, mass of the body 2 divided by the distance of the body, that is R2 whole square, by, we can say G M1 R1 whole square. Now something is going to be cancelled. As you can see, G and G is getting cancelled because both are same. Okay, G and G are getting cancelled. What else we can write it over here is, we can say, if we just to focus over here, we can say that the G2 by G1, people, will be equals to, we can write it down, that is M2 by R2 multiplication of R2 square multiplication of R1 square by M1. So G2 by G1, I can write it down like this way, that the M2 by M1 multiplication of R1 square by R2 square. This is what we can write. Fine. If this is what we can write, we can look it like this way also. If we talk about the masses, everyone, like this, that the G2 by G1, we know that the mass of 2 from where, that is 8 times of mass of 1 by mass of 1 multiplication of, for R1 and R2, everyone, we have find out the R1 and R2. R1 is given R1 only, R1 square, but when we talk about the R2, it is given as what? The twice of R1 square. The twice of R1 square. That means G2 by G1 will be equals to, this and this cancel, that is 8, multiplication of this and this, that is R1 square, this is R1 square by 4 times of R1 square. This and this is cancelled out. If we are going to calculate this thing, we are getting what? We are getting this and this, that is going to be 2. So so G2 by G1, we are getting 2 divided by 1, or you can say G2 is to G1 will be equals to 2 is to 1. That will be your answer. 2 is to 1, everyone, or you can say 2 also. Ratio is 2 is to 1, 2, whatever you can say. The answer is B. The answer is B. I hope this much is clear to you and you have understood this much. Fine. Chalo. Let us move forward. What do you think about this? If the displacement of a particle is 0, then what can we say about its distance covered? What we can say about this distance covered? It is a very simple question, people. Very, very, very simple question. If the displacement of a particle is 0, then what we can say about its distance covered? What we can say? See, first of all, if you try to go with the displacement, people, let us show. Displacement is what? Displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final points. Okay, if we talk about distance, it is the actual path traveled. Actual path traveled by body from initial to final point. initial to final points. Getting my point? Now it is said that the displacement is going to be 0. If the displacement is going to 0, so we can say either the body haven't moved, that is why the displacement is 0, or the body has gone forward and returned back, still the displacement will be 0. So we don't know the actual part, that what is happening with the body. So in that particular case we can say it may be 0 or it may not be 0. Okay, for an example, like suppose that a body is started from the initial point going and it is returning back to the initial point itself. Getting my point? Suppose that this is final only, it is initial, it is final, and the body has gone like this and it is traveling back also to initial. So initial and the final points are same, so that is why the displacement is 0. This is one of the case, or the body haven't started yet, initial and the final point is same. In both of the condition, the body is displacement is 0. So we cannot say for the distance that whether the body has traveled or not, the body has moved or not. So that is why the answer will be it may be 0, it may not be 0. Okay, I hope this much is clear to you and you have understood this much. Let us move to the next question, people. Okay, so I will be giving you, it is a very simple question. I will give you 3 minutes of time to solve it. Fine, people. So as you can see over here, if a train travel at 72 km/h to be brought into rest at a distance of 200 meters, then the magnitude of its retardation will be what? So we have to find out the value of S, but the value of A, but it should be negative. Why? Because retardation is written over here. In this particular case, the solution, everyone, okay, S equals to ut plus half AD square. Fine. Now in this particular case, as you can see, initial value is given to us, that is 72 km per hour. We have to convert this thing into meter per second, so we will multiply by 5 by 18. It is a shortcut to convert anything which is in kilometer per hour into meter per second. So it is 4 times, which is going to be 20 meter per second. Just put the values over there. We have the time? No. So in that particular case, it has not been written. S equals to ut plus half AD square is not will be there. So we can say V minus U will be equals to 2AS. Why? Because time is not given. It was my mistake. I haven't seen that. Time is not given. So we know it will be coming to rest. So it will be 0. So minus U square, that is 20 whole square, will be equals to 2A that we have to find, and S is given as that is 200. So it is minus 20 square, it is going to be 400, will be equals to, it is going to be 400 again, 400A. So the acceleration will be equals to minus 1 meter per second square. Since this minus is given to this minus gives an idea that it is, we are talking about the retardation. We are talking about the retardation. Okay. Since the answer is not given in the negative, but it is there, that is A. This is your answer, people. Okay, that is minus 1 meter per second square. I hope it is clear to you and you have find out this answer, because it is easy. If a train travels at 72 km per hour, it is brought to be in rest. Final velocity is going to be 0. Initial is given to us, that is 20 meter per second. We have to find out the magnitude of its retardation. Retardation is all about the negatives. That is why it is negative sign is over there. And we have to find out that is the answer we have coming out. That is 1 meter per second square. If I am not wrong, I believe the calculation is also true. Correct? To 400, 2 into 20, 400, yes, minus 1. The answer is this. Okay, let us move forward. Please find out this value, everyone. A cricket ball has thrown up with the speed of 19.6 meter per second. Maximum, calculate the maximum height it can reach is. Solution. A cricket ball has thrown vertically upward. So suppose that this was the ground, a ball was there and it has been thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity of 19.6 meter per second. 19.6 meter per second. That is the value. 19.6 meter per second. It was moving up. What we have to find, it has reached to a height. Let us suppose this is the height. We have to find out this H max. We have to find out that H max. Now everyone, since initial velocity is given to us and we can find out few things, that after reaching to the maximum height, the final velocity is going to be 0. In that particular case, what we have to find? We have to find out the value of h. Initial velocity is given to us, time is not given to us. We have to still find out the value of h, which is going to be s itself. So we can use the third equation of motion, that is v square minus u square equals to 2gs. Now, as we know, the direction of acceleration due to gravity, that is downwards, but our body is moving upwards. So according to that, the value of g is going to be negative. So that is why I am putting our negative over here. Fine. Final velocity is going to be 0. Initial velocity is 19.6 whole square. What is happening? 19.6 whole square will be equals to negative of 2. The value of g is taken as 9.8. Multiplication of s. S is nothing but the h max. Okay. What we can write? That is 19.6 19.6 multiplication of 19.6 only will be equals to negative of 2 into 9.8, it is 19.6 multiplication of H max. Okay, in this particular case, we can say, what we can say? That one negative will be gone. Okay, so we can write out that H max will be equals to 19.6 meters. You can cancel out one of the value and the answer will be coming out to be 19.6 meters. 119.6 cancel, 119.6 and H max will be there. So the answer will be 19.6 meter, everyone, H max. This is what the entire answer is. Fine. I hope this much is clear to you. Good. Let us move to the next question. When a bus suddenly takes turn, any turn, left, right, whatever, okay, the passengers are thrown outward because of what? Inertia in motion, acceleration of motion, speed of motion. What do you think? When a bus suddenly takes a turn, the passengers are thrown outward because of inertia of motion, acceleration of motion, speed of motion. What will be the answer, people? The answer for this following question is the inertia, due to the inertia only, because we have the inertia, right? Inertia in rest, inertia in motion, inertia in direction. Due to the inertia only, whenever the body is taking turn, left or right, our body is moving away from the turn. So that is due to inertia itself. So that is why the answer is A. Moving next. What do you think about this? A traveler while a uniformly moving horizontal train throws a ball vertically upward with respect to himself in the air. The ball will return in his hand ahead in the direction of the motion of the train, trail behind, deflected sideways. Chalo. What do you think about this particular question, everyone? What do you think? What do you think? Chalo. The answer for this following question, since there was a train which is moving in this direction with a uniform velocity v, okay, and the ball is thrown upwards while moving it. That means the ball will be also acquiring a velocity, which is V only, that is uniform. So since it is moving up also, and it is moving in horizontal, the ball is moving also in the horizontal direction, everyone. Since both of the velocities are same, so this body will be at this particular point after certain time period, okay, and the ball will be landing on the hand of the thrower. So the answer will be A, in his hand. If the train was not moving in a uniform velocity, in that particular case it might be moving backwards, okay, but since the body is moving with the uniform velocity, that is why the option A is going to be the correct answer, in his hand. Moving to next. If the distance between two masses are doubled, the gravitational attraction between them is what? So when we talk about this solution, everyone, what the question is saying, if the distance between them, so we know F will be equals to G m1 m2 by r square, everyone. So we are talking about the r square only. So we know one thing, that F is inversely proportional to the distance of square between the two different bodies. That means if the distance between two masses is doubled, that means if the r is getting doubled, that means if r is getting increased, that means force will be getting decreased. How much it is getting increased? Doubled. Okay, it is getting doubled. It is getting doubled. If it is so, if it is getting doubled, either you can look by this is going to be 1/4, or you can solve it like this way. Suppose that F1, when there was no any changes, that means it is going to be G m1 m2 by r square. Okay, that was there. If now there is a changes, so G m1 m2 by twice of r1 whole square. So the ratio will be F1 by F2 will be equals to G m1 m2 by r1 square divided by G m1 m2 by 4 r1 square. So you can say from here, this r1 and this r1 is cancelled out, this and this is cancelled out. We are getting F1 by F2 can be written as quarter half became 4 times. Or you can write it like this way. Multiplication of 4r1 square divided by G m1 m2. Now this and this is cancelled, r square and r square is cancelled, so we are getting this 4/1. Okay, 4/1. That means we can say the old force, the old one, when there was no any changes, will be equals to the 4 times the new one. Or you can say that the new force will be equals to 1/4 of the old force. Okay, of the old force. So it will be getting reduced, everyone. Reduced by quarter, 1/4. That will be the answer. When there was no changes, it was like that. If there is a changes, so it will be getting reduced 1/4. Okay, moving next. The pressure at the bottom of a tank containing a liquid does not depend on acceleration due to gravity, height of the liquid column, area of the bottom surface, density of the liquid. What will be the answer, people? See, as we all know, if we want to talk about the density, if we are talking about the pressure of the fluid exacting pressure, everyone. pressure which is exerted by the fluid, it can be written as rho, that is the density of the fluid, acceleration due to gravity, and h. So rho g h is dependable, that means acceleration due to gravity, it will be depending on the pressure, density of the liquid, it will be depending on the pressure, height of the liquid column, it will be depending on the pressure, but area is not depending. We have to find out does not depend. So that will be area. Area is not in the formula, so there will be no any dependency of area. Fine. I hope this much is clear to you and you people have understood this much. Okay. Chalo. If it is so, let us move forward. Let us move forward. Yes. Now, please let me know your answers for this. It is a good question. Read the question very carefully and then let me know your answers. A girl riding a bicycle along a straight road with a speed of 5 meters per second throws a stone of mass 0.5 kg which has speed of 15 meters per second with respect to the ground. Along her direction of the motion, the mass of the girl and the bicycle is 50 kg. What is the change in speed of the bicycle? What will be the change in speed of the bicycle? So what will be the answer for this? See, everyone, the solution for this is, as we can say, please match your answers. As we can say, the total mass of what? Mass of the girl, mass of the bicycle, and the mass of the stone all together m1 will be equals to 50 kg. Simple words. Getting my point? And it is initially moving with the speed of 5 meters per second. Fine. If we talk about the M2 is the stone that has been thrown afterwards, which is that is kg, 0.5 kg, and it acquires a velocity of 15 meter per second. What we have to find is, after throwing the stone, so the mass is getting released, na? So what will be the change in that acceleration? So that is what we have to find. So suppose that it is going to be mv. We are interested in finding out this. Okay, so if we talk about energy conservation, everyone, so if we talk about in this particular question, the law of energy conservation will be used. So we can say that mv, the mass of the total body, multiplication of the change in the velocity if there is a change in the masses, so it will be equals to, we can say that is m1 u1 minus m2 u2 people. m1 u1 equals to m2 u2. We can go with this. Okay. If it is so, what we can write? So mass is given as total this, we have to find out this V. M1 is given as 50, multiplication of U, that is 5, minus M2 is given as 0.5, multiplication of 150, 15 everyone. So 50 V will be equals to, this is 250, 250 minus, it is going to be 7.5, I believe. So in this particular case, the value of V will be equals to 250 minus 7.5 divided by 50 everyone. So if you try to solve this thing, what we are getting is 250 minus 7.5, 242.5 divided by 50 everyone. We are getting an answer of 4.85 everyone. That will be meter per second. So we want to find out the change. So change in velocity it was moving with 5 meter per second minus 4.85. The answer is coming out to be 1.5 I believe. So it is going to be 5 minus 4.85. The answer is going to be 0.15 everyone. In some of the answers it may be 0.1 also. There is no any big problem with this, but this is what it is. Have I done anything wrong? Have I done anything wrong? Oh yes, I have. There is something, a small calculation mistake everyone. Okay, a small calculation mistake is there. What is that small calculation mistake is? See, this M1 is not going to be, this M1 is not going to be 50, sorry. This M1 is not going to be chalo, no problem people, है ना? Let me solve this thing, sorry. My bad, I have done this thing. It happens. No problem. Let me solve it. See, the solution for this is, there was a slight mistake. We have written M1, that is the total mass. Total mass is not 50. Why? Because it has been said over here the mass of the girl and the bicycle is 50 kg. What about the stone? So the total mass that is coming out to be here is 50.5 kg. This was the only mistake that I have done. Okay, the process is same. The U1 is going to be 5 meter per second. The U2, M2, everyone, M2 is going to be how much? That is 0.5, that is the mass that we are talking about. And then we are talking about the U2, UT is coming out to be how much? 15 everyone, meter per second. See, conservation of energy, linear momentum everyone, that is total mass, the mass when the stone has been thrown and the velocity, so that is 50 will be equals to M1 U1 minus M2 U2 everyone. This is 50 because the stone has been thrown. We have to find out the change in velocity V. So it is going to be 50.5 multiplication of 5 will be equals to minus M2 is how much? That is 0.5 multiplication of U2, that is 15. So 50 V will be equals to 50 into 5 is how much? We can say 50.5 multiplication 50.5 into how much? 5. We are getting 252.5 minus 7.5 everyone. Minus 7.5. The answer is coming out to be that the 50V will be equals to 245. The value of V will be equals to 245 by 50. So divided by 50, everyone. The answer is coming out to be 4.9. At our time it was coming out to be 4.85, है ना? It is 4.9 meter per second. We have to find out the change, everyone. So the change velocity when the stone was there in the hand, that was 5 meter. Now the stone is released, it is 4.9. So the answer is coming out to be 0.1, everyone. The answer is coming out to be 0.1 meter per second. Now this is the answer. There was a slight mistake, that is 0.5 I have missed. Now it is going to be the correct, that is 0.1. Okay, I hope this much is clear to you. Now similarly there are few more questions for you to solve, है ना? Try to do that, and it will be going to help you out, people. So as you people know that there will be an the registration, the exam date is 28 September and 12 October, so kindly register. Okay, and if you find out this entire session as informative and it will be going to work you, so please try to like the video, comment, share, and subscribe the video, everyone. Subscribe the channel. Fine. So, and you can follow us on the Instagram, Telegram, as well as our app is there, and the Facebook also. This will be the end of the session. Thank you everyone for joining. Bye everyone. Take care. Have a nice day and see you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you.